Here I am. Oh, god damn it. The second I spoke. the second I spoke. The second I spoke. Bullshit happened to me the second I spoke. Okay. So, uh, well, I've not been online for much. And the reason is, well, you can probably hear the reason. It's like I've got the extractor fan on to try to bring cool air from outside, which is not working because the cool air from outside is also quite warm. And it's the middle of the fucking morning, so awesome. Oh shit. Nah. So I've not talked. I've not talked, and also I had like a kind of mini date with a friend who wears way too much. He said perfume, so I'm guessing it's a male perfume, a perfume toilet or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's kind of on me, and it's just really it won't leave me alone. The scent won't leave me alone. It's kind of actually super annoying. To somebody with like hypersensitivity to smell, anyway, it is like super annoying. Um, Especially since this person doesn't want to talk to me ever again. It's another awesome crap sandwich. So yeah. But that's another reason why I haven't been doing streams. It's not just because it's been really hot and that I just haven't been able to keep the computers on in the day to do anything. Um, it's also because it's been hot and I haven't been able to do chores, and also I keep getting random crap sandwiched on, which is super fun. Just I know it's part of my depression, and yeah, a bunch of this video is going to be taken up by depression shit. Okay, a bunch of it is because I got some fairly big shit to drop on you, and it's not because I don't I'm not looking for attention, you know, anything like that. I would have said something sooner or told you about this if I basically was going to actually do it, if I was looking for attention. But no, I just wanted it to stop. I wanted all the bad things and bad thoughts to stop happening to me, and it just I couldn't take it any fucking more. I couldn't do it. I was basically in a really bad place. Uh, I stopped taking my medication. I stopped working out. I stopped walking. I basically I stopped doing anything because I was about to end. um, I came really fucking close and chickened out. Now I chickened out. People say that chickening out is like it's like, that's a bad thing. You shouldn't chicken out of something, and for the most part that's true. But when it's like chickening out of like actually ending yourself, I think that that's kind of brave. I'm not saying that I'm brave. I'm not saying that I'm brave. I couldn't do it. Do you know why? And this is really annoying. This is actually fucking annoying. It's really annoying. Um, it's because people do care about me. People do give a shit that I exist, and it's impossible to try to convince these people that I would prefer, um, if this is existing, I would prefer not to. But they would take it upon themselves to think it's like, oh well, I wasn't enough to keep them from not being here anymore, all that stuff. So I didn't do it. I didn't do it because of that. which made me feel worse, which is awesome. But you know, I'm getting help. I'm back on my meds. I was kind of like hoping that several things would happen, but these would be positive things, so of course they wouldn't happen to me, and they haven't. So that's great. And yeah, so I mean, like that's the major thing that stopped me from being here. I mean, being online, not being alive. I'm obviously still here. And like I said, I'm not trying to worry anybody because clearly I can't do it. You know. Um, so yeah, that's fun. I do have, of course, my unhealthy coping mechanisms. You know, but I mean, it's like it's whatever. But that's the main thing. I mean, that's the main thing. So I mean, like that's big and out of the way, and it's only been 8 minutes. So yeah, um, I don't want anybody to basically try to defend me. I'm not kind of like I'm not here to do like a, I'm not here for a pity party. I'm not here for again. I'm not here for attention. This is basically an update of just to tell you guys why I haven't been around, what's been happening, and uh, yeah, just because I haven't streamed for a while. I was gonna basically do this tomorrow, but I made an accidental whoopsie doodles, where basically I made a very short post that basically explains this on my Discord server, and I was like, I shouldn't have done that, but okay. Um. So yeah, I'm not. I'm, again, rewind to clarify. I'm not. Again, I'm not doing this to worry anybody, to basically make anybody feel bad, or for sympathy or anything like that. I'm just saying to you guys that I mean, I was in a bad place. I still am. I'm not out of it. It's still here. Um, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it on the not bad way. Um, so yeah, it's just a thing. I don't really have any other news because of all the crap stuff that's been happening to me. Um, it's basically meant that I don't really have any money to go out and do stuff. I don't really have, um, yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Um, I don't think there's anything else I need to tell you guys. I think that's it. That is like, the big thing and the not so big thing, and yeah, you just a relative told me something that has also been one of the reasons why I'm still here, and that is that I'm trying to remember the exact words. It's really hard. The essential gist is that like if you fuck up, then you have to kind of deal with it. Deal with the fuck up and try to make it better or go away. And the only problem with going away is that you don't get to be here anymore. And he really wanted to be here, and that's why he dealt with a bunch of his stuff. He basically I know that's shit. That's basically shit. I'm trying to find a simpler way to say this, but it's like it's good words. It's honestly good words. I simplified it a bit. I paraphrased a lot. I'm trying to get it to be like a simple fortune cookie kind of like thing, and it's not really working so good. But yeah, essentially, you have to deal with stuff. Otherwise, you don't get to be here, and you'd probably much rather be here because you don't really, you know, yeah. I mean, that's better. I'm trying to work on the ending, but yeah. Essentially, that's what it was. But yeah, it's kind of like dealt. I keep trying to, I keep going over and over, like exactly how he said it. But it was like a huge realization to me when I was a lot younger and not super depressed. um, so yeah. I just found a flaw. The depression is always there, isn't it? Jesus. It just like, it's like a little voice in the back of your head that basically is like, but you don't really want to be here. It's like, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. I'm trying. I'm trying to work to want to be here, okay? It's really hard, but I'm getting there. Yeah. Ugh. I've been a counselor. I've had to deal with. I've had to deal. I've been a counselor and I've had to deal with like teenagers and their problems and stuff like that. And it's like it's kind of like I mean that in itself is depressing because most of the time, nearly always, in fact, teenagers have such bullshit problems. They literally have. A lot of them have first world problems. They don't get it yet. They don't get it yet. A lot of them haven't had to deal with life properly yet. So everything is terrible. Everything is like the worst that they've ever experienced. Everything is just, yeah, it's like that. I remember being like that. I remember because I hadn't had life experience properly yet, you know, that I think that the worst thing that happened to me just happened to me. That the worst this is the worst. It's never going to get worse than this. It gets way worse than that. Jesus, was I a naive shit? But yeah, and one of the reasons why I'm not a counselor anymore is I couldn't fucking deal with it. I couldn't deal with people like complaining about the fact that they couldn't get the right like a pencil case. I'm not kidding. One kid literally had an issue with their pencil case, and they were willing to basically either kill someone or themselves because of this. Like it didn't sound like they were actually going to do it, but it was like this is a thing. I have to write a form now. I have to write a form now because you said that. God damn it. you know, like they have such superficial problems. It's so annoying. But I kind of wish that I had their problems. I really do. I really want reincarnation to be a thing. Can I get a do-over, please? Like seriously. Ugh. Something that one of the kids said to me. They were like, "I want a reincarnation to be a thing. Can I get a do-over, please?" It's like, great. That's a semi-suicidal threat. I've now got to write in a form again. God damn it! It's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, in case anyone's wondering, and isn't up on the history of like my show or like the channel or me. Like I used to be a counselor, a volunteer counselor for I think it was called LGBT or something like that. But it was basically it was an online counseling therapy outreach kind of thing that teenagers could basically that were LGBT and teenagers could basically anonymously like write to counselors, like live chat with them and stuff on like a website. It was this whole big thing. Um, but yeah, I did that for a bit as part of like my I did a bunch of charity work, and that was basically a thing because I'm LGBT. I'm LGBT like teen, um, and I've had like experience with children. So yeah, that makes it sound bad. That makes it sound really bad. No, 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 no. I was a captain with naval cadets. So basically, like sea cadets in the UK. Like in the UK, we have like these groups. Oh my god, I have to explain lots of stuff. In the UK, we have like you know how you have scouts and like beavers and the Girl Scouts and all that stuff. Well, in the UK, we also have things like I think this is a thing actually in the States as well. I'm pretty sure this is a thing in the States where you basically have like air cadets, sea cadets, and army cadets. And basically these are these are like almost mini recruitment programs. They're basically if a child like a teenager, not really a child, is interested in like the army, the navy, or the air force, then they can join one of these things, like they can the scouts. And basically, the sea cadet part was uh, thing. The cadets, the navy is what I was a part of, and basically I was also part of like a volunteer program, and I'd also had experience with like life saving in a life saving club. That's for kids who want to basically learn how to save lives. It's a life saving thing, but also it's like a training program for lifeguards and stuff. Anyway, I'd already done that when I was a teenager, and basically I was part of like a volunteer program. Did the Navy one, the Navy volunteered like assignment, and then basically became captain of a bunch of sea cadets. Uh, so I worked with kids before, first as a kid, and then basically as an adult. So yeah, so I had experience, and I was LGBT, and basically they were looking for people for this LGBT thing. So yeah, hope that cleared that up because that does, for a second there I was like, ooh, that doesn't sound right. Ooh, whatever. Um, I don't know if that. I don't know if that still exists. I think they changed their name. It doesn't matter. It's pointless. Um, yeah. So I think that's it. I did even had like a little side tangent about like what I used to do. I can't go into the volunteer program again because there's not many. Like the volunteer program was awesome, but it requires you to live in a city or at least have your own transport. And I don't drive. I gave up my car fucking ages ago. So I'm actually really glad for that because that would have put way more stress on me, like super a lot of stress. Because I fucking hate driving. Oh my god. Yeah, they either require you to drive or commute. And I live in the middle of nowhere, so the only work that I can get is basically online stuff. And after being a volunteer admin for a bunch of websites, it's like, yeah. But yeah, I kind of like, I need money somehow. The volunteer programs were really cool. They didn't pay you a lot, but you got a lot of perks, and you didn't have to pay tax. So that was cool. I think you have to actually go to like what do they call them? Like recruitment centers and stuff. I think you have to go to them now if you want to do like any of the extra volunteer stuff. I kind of lucked out because after I was a lifeguard, I still had like connections with the life saving like community, like the life saving association, whatever. And essentially, I asked them um, where they got a bunch of work. You know, my friends in there, where they got a bunch of their work, how they were first associated with the life saving community and everything. And they basically pointed me to a couple of volunteer agencies, and that's where I got that. So yeah. So if you're looking to like volunteer and stuff, it's really cool. It is really cool. It looks really good on your resume. If the places allow you to put it on your resume, that's the other thing. You can some of the places are like iffy about volunteer work. They're like, you can put us on your resume, but you won't get any references. It's like, why? It's like, because the people that run that particular part of that particular volunteer part thing, they are volunteers. And it's kind of seen as like, oh, it's basically your friends helping you out. So you can write it, but you can't get references. And it's like, whatever. But no, it is good in other ways. I mean, even if you can't get references, having volunteer agency shit on your resume is like super good. Or CV if you're in the UK, because it's not called a resume in the UK. It's called a CV. It stands for something. But yeah. It's really annoying. I absolutely hate writing my CV on account of my CV and my resume. I hate writing that. I much prefer basically like uh, places that have a kind of they have like a form, you know, where you tick boxes and you basically write little sentences that basically, yeah, that's way better. Sounds like a load of crap, but yeah. Hi, Panafox. I was leaving because I basically had said everything. I've said everything. I think I was leaving. I was waiting for somebody to come in so that I can ask them if there's anything else that they wanted to ask me about or talk to me about. Then like now is the time. But yeah, so I was late. It's okay. It's okay. Stop yawning. I'm not actually that tired. It's just, you know, it's a thing. Well, that's always nice, Anna Fox. I appreciate that, especially since I've had like a. It's weird. I had a good day. It was fairly good. There were spotty parts in it, but I had a fairly good day. I went. I had like a friend date, so I've got a free dinner, and it was quite filling, and it was super yummy. It was just what I wanted, so you know. But yeah, I do want to point out again, since you missed that part, that this friend day ended with me going home with a fairly, with kind of like not the hopeful feeling, but there was still some hope left. And then when I got home, I got like all of that hope squished, and basically like it was kind of a thing of this friend doesn't want to talk to me anymore. So awesome. Yay, free food. Yep, not getting that again from that person. Awesome. Whatever. Life goes on. Or something. I'm not gonna get into it. I'm really not getting into it. Um, yeah. You, you know how basically there's people that if they have a problem, they'll say their case of they're part of the problem. Yeah, yeah, they won't say they're part of the problem. They sometimes might to deflect away, but it's a thing. Um, but they'll say their case, and then when you basically go to um, retort or try to fix what they just said, it's basically like you get immediately shot down and like, oh, I don't want to hear that, or they'll just stop, you know. They'll just stop you from talking because they'll say that you're being argumentative or something. And it's like, okay, well, it was like that. It was basically like that. I got the distinct feeling that they wanted to lecture me about stuff, and it was like, you know, me. I basically am like, oh, okay, we're having a discussion. Here's my part. It's like, no, 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 no. And it's like, okay, it was like that. It was going well after that because basically after we had that and there was some awkwardness and I sensed that they basically wanted to just leave. um, I basically just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay here and have fun anyway. Even if I have to pay for dinner, I'm gonna have fun. I got a feeling like they're gonna leave any minute, but they didn't. They stayed and they paid, so it was like okay. And after that, it was pretty nice. Everything was pretty nice. That's what I meant by there's some hope. But like I said, when I got home and they got home and they sent me the message that they got home, they basically uh, they didn't send me the message that they got home. They sent me the message that they never want to talk to me again, pretty much. So it was like, oh, okay. At least that was cool of them. Well, I don't have any money. you know, I basically, if they had left and I had, like, I did have my wallet on me, and I could pay for it, but it would be basically paying for it, and I'd have to try to find the money to make up for that bit of the Disney fund, you know. And that was just like, that's something that I've had to deal with a couple of times already, just recently, and that kind of sucks. However, Patreon has been awesome because basically I realized that I was getting paid, like I had Patreon money, and it was just it's in PayPal. So I was like, ooh, that's really cool. So that's what paid for the like the costumes and some extra clothes and stuff. So yeah, that's what paid for my new T-shirts that are one of them arrived today. That was cool. Well, no, sorry, it arrived yesterday. But the rest are on their way. The costumes, I don't know when they're coming. They're supposed to be coming from like now till like three weeks time. It's like a month long delivery window. I'm a bit concerned about that. I've got my online receipt, but I don't know if they don't get here within the next week. I'm going to be very disappointed. So yeah, I do have dates as well for when I'm going away because I'm leaving for my mom. Um, I'm leaving for my mom in about not it's after next weekend. It's on it's Monday, so it's not this Monday coming. It's next Monday. So yeah. Um. So that'll give me some. Hopefully, she'll be comforting. She usually is now. Um. So that'll be something. Plus, I'll be by the seaside. That'll be nice. It's not the good seaside, but it's still seaside. It's on the Thames estuary. It's fucking Essex, but I'm a bit scared of going to see my mum, only because the last time I went to see my mum, I got COVID. So it's like, yeah. Plus, I'm not staying in a hotel this time. I'm staying with my mum, and she has cats, but she has promised me that the cats are banned from the spare room. So maybe. So yeah. So there's that, and then after that, I think the week after that, because it's only for a couple of days, I'm going to see Dave, and that's going to be fun because I like Dave. Dave's lovely. I miss him a lot. But yeah. So I do have like stuff happening that could be positive. The Dave thing is kind of positive, but yeah, that's nice. But yeah. Next time I do a live stream will probably be tomorrow. We will do something. I don't know. If it's cool enough, we might even film the video. I have been waiting. That's another reason why the video hasn't come out yet, is because I have been wanting to do the video on the patch of grass, on the edge of the river over there. I've got my tripod. My tripod's not here anymore. I'm going to take my tripod with me. I got my tripod. It's all dusted off and de-spiderwebbed. I've got my hoodie, and I've got the pup hood in a bag in my kitchen in the house, and it's all ready to go for when it's not super hot and when it's not raining, because that path that's kind of like next to the river where I go for a walk usually, not when I'm not super depressed. That path has been, the it's been landscaped lawn mowed, whatever. So I was going to go film it over there, but like I said, it's not been the right conditions for it. Because it's been super hot. So yeah. And all of the depression shit. It's not very wise of me to go near bodies of water when I was that sad. So yeah. But yeah, drowning, by the way, is the worst way. If you commit suicide by drowning, stupid, just dumb. Drowning hurts a lot. Just want to point that out in case it's like anybody's interested in offing themselves. First of all, don't do that. Second of all, don't choose drowning. It's scary, dude. It's just scary. So yeah. But yeah, now that I'm over that, I can basically go near the water again. So yeah, it does hurt a lot. It's not that it hurts. It's that again, it's scary and it hurts. You know. Um, yeah. Lex hidden. What? Oh no, yes, it is really creepy. It's not creepy. It's just like I said, it's scary. You know, drowning is scary for people who don't want to commit suicide. It's scary in the first place because you think that you're going to die. Um, but your body has like a bunch of like to stop you drowning. It has a bunch of counterintuitive techniques to stop you drowning. And one of those is like the immediate cough reflex. And when you've already got water in your mouth and already in your windpipe, the action of coughing can hurt like a lot, and it can also make you swallow as well at the same time because the water wants to get out of you. But if there's more water coming in, then sometimes it can make you swallow. All of that hurts, and also that flap that stops you from like breathing in at the same time as drinking water. Basically, it can invert and sometimes like rip, and that in itself hurts a lot. And it's just very uncomfortable when it happens in the wrong way. When it just when it just kind of like folds on one side, it's kind of like it's painful anyway. I only know that. I didn't want to think about that. I'm just saying that's what happens. So it's like drowning, horrible way to go. Don't if you want to commit suicide again, don't do it. But basically, not that way. Drowning bad, not good. Yeah, stupid. It's just a dumb way to go. But anyway, I didn't want to be near the water for that, so that's funny. That was pretty interesting. Okay, like I said, it's bad. I I, I just said earlier that I was a teacher for the volunteer life saving program, and also I was a lifeguard. So I know a lot about what to look for people who are drowning. You know, so it's a thing. It's a thing you find out. It's one of the reasons why when you're doing CPR, you have to tilt the head back gently and stuff because that will enable the flap to kind of like relax and fall back into its regular place. You know, it's a whole thing. Okay, I think that's everything. So yeah, that's another reason why I haven't been doing any of the filming yet, is because it's been too hot and I can't really get over to that location just now. So yeah, I was actually tempted to film the other day on my not super sad days, and basically there were people. There was lots of people around. I don't understand why this spot has become super popular when it's this hot. But yeah, I was like, it's kind of cloudy. It's very humid. It's hot, but it's kind of cloudy. I could get away with wearing that hoodie for like 30 seconds without dying, I think, maybe. But yeah. But I looked. I was on the way back from coming from the store, and I looked at the path, and there was like people all over it, and it was like ugh, and people fishing as well. So it was like ugh. I just don't want to be. I just don't want to be the guy in the village that goes out and wears a pup hood and a hoodie in the middle of summer, in the middle of a field. It would just be weird. It would just be extra weird. Anyway, right. I think that's it. Again, Gracie, thank you, Panda Fox. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that watched this, or is currently watching this on playback. Like, thank you for the views and stuff. Again, I want to emphasize again, I'm not condoning any, unaliving yourself thoughts or anything like that. Is that a mosquito? I think so, but it's a boy, and they don't bite you, so yeah. But I really do appreciate. Said all that bit. Like, rewind the teleprompter in my brain. Yeah, I'm not condoning any actions to do with like unaliving yourself and stuff, and there's a good chance that YouTube might just like squish this video because it's been doing that a lot recently. I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, any other people that upload like videos or anything, but it's been incredibly finicky with its mature ratings. I've gotten a lot more emails that my video has been marked as mature or something recently, and sometimes it will literally be me like I just sat on a cuddly toy. Yeah, like not even in a sexually explicit way or anything. Or the popping balloon thing or something. It would be just like, why? This is weird. It's weird that you're adulting these. I mark all my videos anyway as being, for people over the age of 18, because that's a setting you can actually select. But it's not like I don't understand why like they're being almost flagged. They're not really being flagged. They're just being marked as like we've reviewed your content and said that it is not suitable for minors. And I was like, I know, I ticked the box. What is wrong with you? So yeah, it's a thing. Yeah, like is weird. I don't know what that means. Is it a positive or negative thing? YouTube is doing that. Well, I think it's redundant more than anything. I think it's redundant because I already mark all of my videos as being for mature audiences. So why am I randomly getting flagged all the time? Especially sometimes on live streams. I get flagged for live streams. My last live stream or the stream before that, I got double email about that. Basically, that it's been age restricted or it's been marked as being like it's been flagged for something, and it's like, what? It's literally me talking. I don't think I even did the belly rubs belly salute in that particular live stream. Why? Ugh. Excuse me. Yeah, it does not make sense. And That's weird. Anyway, guys, I am going to do the belly rub, belly salute thing this time, and then I'm going to go to bed because I am genuinely tired. I am genuinely tired, and I want to play Pokemon before the sun comes up properly. I want to play Pokemon before it gets too hot. Then I can sit in the living room. I can lay on the sofa, and then have the fan go over me, and that's so nice in the dark. It's so nice, you know. But yeah, ugh. This has not really been a quickie. My quickies I usually say are like about 30 minutes. Anyway, belly rubs and belly salute. I'm gonna see how I can get skunk spray off of me. Again, the person that I was having the friend date with, they didn't overuse. I wouldn't say that they overused it. They kind of did overuse some kind of, male perfume, and it got on me. And all I can smell is that. It's not cool, especially what happened. It's kind of like, it's just, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Hopefully, again, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do either a brainstorm or something. But yeah, toodles.